Hi, I'm Megan Shay. Joining us today is John Pittman of Pittman Inspection Services, here to answer some questions about the home inspection process. Thank you for joining us, John.
Thank you.
So to get started, what is covered in a home inspection?
Well, home inspection should be everything about the house, up, down, in, out, all around the perimeter, top of the attic to down to the ground or the crawl space or the basement. Should cover at least for sure the major systems, the major stuff, but pretty much everything about the house and its condition, of course.
Right. So if you were a medical practitioner, what would you be?
Well, I'd be the general practitioner. My specialty, I'm an engineer, and structures and drainage is my forte or my background, but everybody brings something different to the table. But for instance, on that would be anybody in the industry, we're required to a certain level of competency and testing and licensing that we should know at least a little bit or a lot about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Some areas are stronger than others, like everything else. But for instance, let's say I got into the electrical panel and saw there was a problem there. I should be able to see the problem, probably get pretty close on how to fix it, but I would defer that to the specialist or the electrician.
Okay.
As to use the medical analogy, yeah, I would defer some of the things to the specialist because I know enough, but not everything.
Right. Okay. So when a buyer is going to be choosing an inspector to work with, what are some good things to ask about and check into?
Well, you want to know how long they've been in business and how many inspections they've done. Basically, because someone could be in business a long time and only done a few inspections, or you could be in business for a shorter period of time but doing it full time. You're actually doing more and knowing more.
Getting more.
So it's not only about how long you've been in business, but how many inspections have they done. But again, there's a licensing procedure in place with the state that requires you done a certain number of inspections,
Mm-hmm.
pass the competency of all the components of a house. So you have that in place, and there's various trade organizations that are out there
Okay.
that kind of all do the same thing but do it a little bit differently. So those are the kind of things you'd want to know is what background someone comes from.
Okay. And I'm sure references probably also be a...
Well, of course, yeah. In any business, references are always a big deal because whether it's a friend of yours or your realtor, those are typically your best sources of referrals because your realtor will know who's been in the industry. Sometimes they give you two or three options for you to choose from, or of course your friends, if somebody did an inspection for them and they did a great job,
Right.
That's probably all you need.
You just want to work with someone that you trust and
Like
can ask questions, and sure.
You want to be able to get somebody who knows what they're doing and someone you can trust. Exactly.
So say you find someone that you trust, you talk to your friend's inspector and you're like, great, we get along. What would be kind of the final thing to check to make sure that they actually are qualified as they say, licensed properly?
Well, again, yeah, you want to make sure they're licensed. Make sure that, again, whatever background they come from, that you're comfortable. There may be an aspect particularly that you're concerned about in your house. For instance, say you worry about a drainage problem.
Mm-hmm.
And you get an engineer like me, I think would be a great choice. It just may be an aspect that you're particularly concerned with, or a background or something like that. But it really just comes down to someone who's licensed, someone who's been at it a while, and someone you're comfortable with.
And you can check the license on the state website, right?
There's ways you can do that. Absolutely.
Great. Well, thank you for joining us, John.